we get some gaming down today. Still 2 minutes, yep. Okay, before I do anything else... Go back to this. Okay, that's sloppy. Let's do it again. I gotta get back to doing this properly, because I have not been doing it properly. Still doing this improperly. Okay, at least I did that part the proper way. Sometimes you do something so much that you don't think about it as you do it, and then eventually it just kind of leaves your head, like the details, and then you gotta remember all the details of why you do things the way you do them. Otherwise, you slip. Luck? What about luck? I mean, you can always just get lucky in Touhou. Okay. Another time. I mean, how dare you? How dare you not talk? SMH my head. How dare everyone who watches me not be actively talking at all times? That's unforgivable sin. Yeah, thanks for good luck, Hobbs. Don't you love when you die like that? why we call it practice. This spell's so deceptive with its sounds. Mountain Toss is, like, is so good at deceiving you. Bad timing. Because there's like a quarter of a second after the sound happens that she actually shoots. Because you hear the sound and then you're like, okay, time to get out of the way. And then there is a slight gap there. Excuse me? I guess she went too far to the side, so I wasn't direct damaging her, so she was on minimal health for way too long. But like that one right there. That second last wave is such an example of problem that happens with the sound difference on it. I'm eyeballing the range. It's a quick range, you know, it's less than a second. If you told me it was half a second, I'd believe it. But like, look right there. It's such a... Oftentimes I hear the sound and I immediately go to move, which is commonplace on a number of attacks. But like, you gotta take that brief pause. Because otherwise she'll end up shooting close. Like, maybe she doesn't even shoot in the middle, but she ends up shooting way closer to the middle than you want her to, which really reduces how horizontally you can play, which is a bad thing. The Imprint is such a problematic attack. Eep. Mountain Toss is kind of weird for this game specifically, because it's kind of like it's kind of just like a pile of garbage. Where it's like, okay, here's a bunch of shit, you know, try to dodge it. You know, there's a little bit of a route, of a pattern to it, but for the most part, it's just random shit go. Which is really unique for this game. This game does not have a lot of more... Like, this is closer to, like, a traditional just chaos dodging than almost anything in the game. Zantas to Don Makufu basics. Oh, excuse my throat. Yeah. Like, it's very like Hellgod's sword. In which it's like, there's a little bit like a pattern to like the general places you want to play, and then it's just, okay, chaos go. Dodge these bullets. You know, it and Cat's Walk are kind of like the only two spells that really feel that. Head of Flare gets an honorable mention, but Head of Flare still feels a little too unique compared to them. Although it's definitely close. Oops. I guess Needles of Yore is definitely up there, too. But, like, Demon Parade is definitely not that. UNR, definitely not UNR. Whatchamacallit? What is that? What is the spell? Takamak, Sub-Sun, Orin Final. Thank you, Nusub, for the raid. I appreciate it. We're just doing a little bit of a practice before I decide to go rip more attempts and die to Yugi. Because I can't stop dying to her lasers. Get raided? How dare I get raided? I'm such a nerd for getting raided, my bad. But I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone here. Look at this spell. This spell is just like, what is traditional about this spell? There is nothing traditional about in Touhou about this spell. Saw art of her today. I don't like when people use the term "we saw art of her" because it makes me question what the quality of the art or the content of the art is. Okay, let's go meowing for a little bit. Ooh, I'm actually getting up to close to a 50% cap rate on this. Historic cap rate. That's nice. I guess this attack is very much chaos dodging. So it's kind of standard in that. So, you know, there's more of it in this game than I originally gave it credit for. So I take back the statement I made like 5 minutes ago. I guess I just think this game has a lot of really peculiar spells. Reimu B, also known as the best Reimu. This shot type is so good in this game. Look at the way these bullets pierce through the fairies. It's so good. Like, it pierces the fairies and damages her in this exact spell? No, you could tell me that the other spell card, or the other shot types, do kill the fairies and her, but quicker? To which I'll say, nah, you're just lying. And look at the way when some of the fairies go to the, like, die and move to the side, that, like, the homing locks onto them and not her, which is not what I want them to do. Sometimes you have to pay a price for the best shot type in the game. Oh my gosh. Oop. You could just stop the conversation at, are you ready to fight Orin? Because the answer is always going to be no. As of late, I feel like I've struggled more with Orin than I have Oku. Although maybe that's just because I keep dying to the stage portion and then I want to blow something up. Yeah, even in my Tumis that died to Orin, I did also die to a non-Orin attack. Or part of the stage. Okay, let's do the miserable attack. Oh, that was a bad bait. That's a good start. I am slowly coming to the mind of this being the second hardest attack in the game. Like, if I'm like really focused, this attack feels fine. Okay, I just clear first real try. Don't like when that happens. Because UNR and PETA feel close to samey enough where it's like I'm not going to pretend they're easy spells. But I definitely feel like I have more confidence I'm betting than this. Can I stop, like, baiting this improperly? Might as well practice the spell on here. Here's one of my biggest complaints with this spell, too. It's really annoying to practice, especially on my own time, because, like, when I'm on stream, like, I'm playing in-game music and stuff. But, like, if I go and practice on my own time, I'm usually, like, I usually mute the game and I'm, like, listening to music while I'm doing it. And this attack, or I guess that attack, is really annoying to do that with, because you really want the sound. Like, you can kind of learn a timing, but, like, you really want the sounds on that attack. But if I'm playing by myself and I'm, like, just practicing, then I really want to, like, just listen to music while I practice. But I can't do that for this attack. But no, music and the sound effects are split in this game. I guess I could turn sound effects on and do that, but, like, I'd either have to turn down my music or probably crank the sound effects, which I don't know if I want to do. Because, like, if I'm practicing, I'm usually in a mood. I'm just throwing on, like, just something heavy and loud. But I guess I could try to turn on sound effects. I never thought about that. Because usually when I'm in game, I just open up, like, Windows Sound Manager or whatever. Just mute it directly through that. Let's practice a little bit verb. Listen, I have to practice games without audio, obviously, so I can sit there and listen to those those videos on YouTube of ASMR. You know, oh gosh, I don't even those stupid ASMR videos where it's of, like, you cuddle with your girlfriend or something. Or just blindfold too. Ooh, that's a good idea. I think that would really help me learn routes. It's so good you can do it blindfolded. We need Touhou, but with proximity volume. So pretend it's like a shooter, where, like, the bullets make a static noise based on where they're standing, or where the bullet is. So, like, you can use echolocation, essentially, to figure out, okay, there's a bullet on the left, there's a gap in front of it, but with a bullet in front of that one, so I gotta go for that gap. I think if Zune really wants to appeal to the blind audience, I think that's a good way to go. Oops, I should force that issue so much better. Will they be buzzing? Listen. you can pinpoint the details, right? Okay, this is 10 pixels in front of me, but that one's only 15 pixels. So there's a slight gap between... what am I doing? I really pushed the edge of that sun there. I was like, I believe in this hitbox. But that too. I tell you, Touhou, one of the few things in life that makes you jealous over having a small butt and not a large one. Marissa players in shambles. That was disgusting. Yeah, I mean, Gray Sound exists. Is Gray Sound in every game? Or was that added at some point? Pretty sure it exists in, like, at least all the Windows games. I don't think Graves was really a thing in PC 98. Of course, but Graves doesn't tell you the direction of the bullet, right? You know, if you're playing a shooter, or you're playing some, like, it doesn't even have to be a shooter, but, like, you hear footsteps. And you're like, okay, that's down a floor to the right? Like you try to pinpoint locations as you practice it more. Do the same thing with the bullets in this game. Give all the bullets a footprint. Listen, that's when Touhou is gonna come out. Haha, funny joke. That was Touhou. That's gonna be Touhou. I mean, there's one YouTube video. I don't know who makes the whole thing. I have no clue about this, so I cannot give anyone props for this, because I do not remember. Of the EOSD but in 3D. It's like just some 3D skate for Playscape for EOSD. It's an interesting look. It's also one of those that's like, oh gosh, this looks weird, but that's because it's not what you're used to, of course. Scarlet in Sokyo 3D was a, what I imagine doing edibles like. Imagine doing edibles during that. Now that might be an experience. Don't you love it when sometimes you go for a gap and you realize as you're going for the gap that you should not have picked that gap? It was a suboptimal dodge to make, but you still make it through, and it's just never punished. The best parts in life are when you do something actively stupid, but it ends up working out fine. Why? There was nothing there. There's like one bullet in a mile radius. I was so upset that Oku moved so far to the left with no warning that I got distracted by... Bullets hiding bullets? It wasn't even that! The blue bullet was just in the middle of the screen there, and I just panicked, walked into it. Although, you know what? Speaking of that, Zune really should have made the small bullets in this attack also red, so they're even harder to see. You don't have to give me the quintuple spread. You can, like, keep it a little more staggered. I'm not looking ahead enough as I should be. Panic. World's most normal pedal flare. I mean, it does suck when the bullets overlap, like, perfectly in, like, just terrible positions, but the fortunate thing is, it's really rare that the bullets, like, truly overlap in such a way that it's, like, terrible. Like, it's usually bad, but the whole attack is kind of bad, so... But, like, the fortunate thing is there's not enough blue bullets that... And the gaps the Suns give you is usually favorable enough that, like, it really rarely ever, like, really screws you over. Like, there are those instances where it's like, oh, this looks like a fine gap, and then a bullet just appears in the dead middle of, like, a small gap just for no reason besides to say, fuck you. But the good news is that does seem to be a very rare situation. You guys do this for a little bit, and then I'll go to runs. Get a cat, my beloved. Dude, I got my, I think, first 5 in a row cats walk yesterday. Also very slow kill. I actually can't remember him because it was either 5 or 6 in a row. I didn't go back and look. What is bro doing? Yo, what up, 11? Hope you're doing well. It's pretty good. Thanks. I've only practiced it over 2,383 attempts. come on, I should have had that. Like, I just walked. Okay, we're not locked in right now, Catswalk. Can confirm. Can confirm. No, we turn it around. Warm up. Nice. Dude, what are these late kills? Where's my damage? The fixed ones? What are you talking about? The spot she moves to isn't fixed. The direction she goes is fixed. But how... Like, when she... At the beginning here, she's gonna dash to the left. How far to the left she goes is random. Look at that. She went shallower that time. She didn't go as far as she did the previous time. Now, it ends up ultimately being very similar, but how far she moves is random. Dude, what am I doing? Like, that was a real big jump. And that does make it tricky at times to keep up with her. Because sometimes she keeps it really nice in short movements. Allowing you to easily keep up with her, and sometimes she moves in bigger, slightly bigger gaps, which makes it slightly worse for damage. Although, that's not usually where the biggest damage variation comes from, I think. But I still need to, at some point, I'm still too lazy. I literally saved the replay of it yesterday. I had a 19.95. So I saved the replay of it. So at some point when I have the time, I need to go back and, like, really look at that and be like, okay, what happened on this that actually allowed it to get such an early kill? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So, like, look at these. These kills are ridiculously long right now. She's not doing good damage. And it's really difficult in just practicing it to figure out, like, where I'm doing my damage wrong. Like, I'm pretty sure most of my improper damage comes right here, in the transition from wave 1 to 2. But, like, I don't know how much my following her, like... Does that lead to a whole second of variation? Half a second? Quarter of a second? When I do it, like, well versus doing it okay? I don't know. Yeah, today it is not a good time to practice cat's walk. Maybe I would have looked into it today, but I didn't get home from work until very late. At that point, I was mostly in a eat and then stream, so... Ooh, I could have had that. I just stopped just too late. I'll blame the fact that it's later in the day than I normally is when I play Touhou, so clearly that's where all the issues come from. No, that wasn't great, was it? What made that one so much better than all the others? That's the fastest one I've gotten all day. 20.15 is really good. That one felt really good. Going to RNG manipulation. When we find a way to easily manip RNG. Come on, I don't like RNG manipulation in old NES games and old Game Boy games. Why would I try RNG manipulation in frickin' Touhou? Unless I can, like, unless it's, like, really consistent. And not something that makes you go, that. Okay, that was what we call bad damage. I can start scoring. Haha. That requires me to start scoring. Woo! There is one game that you'll catch me doing scoring strats for. And that is Touhou 3. Because trying to score as best you can tends to be optimal at times. For the sake of survival. Well, I got my cat socks. Wasn't great, but, you know, take what you get. See if Yamame will wake me up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yamame's never rude to me, right? She would never do anything rude. Breathe this out. Easy. Okay, spider. Please. I don't want to risk that one. Anti-rocks, yes. We are the anti-boulder crew here. Are we even the best at anti-rocks? I feel like literally every other shot tape has a wider spread, and it's probably just better for killing rocks than we are. I guess I don't know what the spread for Marissa C looks like necessarily, so throw an asterisk on there, but... ears are burning right now. They're so warm. Where do all of these fairies come from? Why are there so many fairies here? Why did I do that? No, there are a few spells in this game that don't have hitbox, that the boss doesn't have an active hitbox, so that is one of them. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back in a second. But Parsi mid-spell and Orin final are the two like attacks in this game I can think of where the boss doesn't actually have an active hitbox, so you can walk through them. If I can make it sound really? I guess it's kind of hard to tell for sure that if they have an active hitbox or not, but I guess that's kind of important on specifically Takamak, because where she's positioned and where you're positioned on Takamak. Like, I've always actually been concerned of, like, I wonder if I'll ever get kicked from her after I kill her on Takamak, and that she jumps to the center of the screen. So I guess that makes sense, but it's kind of hard to really see it much, because she tends to be inside of a sun, for most of I just failed to pick up all that power. Well, that's sad. She tends to be inside of a sun for most of those attacks, so it's kind of hard to really get much. I don't even have 3.0 power. Well, that's annoying. Not that my difference in power actually really matters that much. I don't like that. Let's just play it a little cautious. We're min-power gamers. Start I went for best damage. Interesting. Guess that makes sense. I guess that's one of those things to like keep an eye out for slightly. At least I don't have to be try to be as careful as I am at the start of those phases. Well, I still have to be careful at the start of Tokamak because I have accidentally had her like spawn the bottom sun like on top of me before. Is too late in the day for Touhou. You know, that's actually probably not really the case. It's probably more just I'm tired. Okay, this time we don't get hit by these green bullets. Just because we want to greed graze. For no reason than ego. I just made a mistake. Which was, I looked at her during that attack when, like, she spawns the bullets and then sucks them in. And it, like, put me in a daze for a second. She sure doesn't suck them in here. Bleh, 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 bleh. Cool. Stretch. Get ready to graze. I didn't throw that, did I? Nope. You know, it makes sense for that attack. But I find it funny how some bullets in this game are like, if you're standing where they spawn, they just won't appear. For some of the attacks it works on, it does make some sense, but it's still funny to me. Lasers are so stressful. I don't care if it's relatively tame like that one, it's still stressful. Now, Uwu, my beloved. Yellow Non, my behated. Nice. I had to turn my temperature down slightly. Normally I have it set for 68 Fahrenheit. I live in America, I use Fahrenheit. It normally sits between 66 and 68 for every reason. It's up to like 70 right now. My ears feel too warm. Clean? Yes, now the problem is doing the rest of this clean. I've been finding myself having difficulty focusing properly on this stage sometimes, as of this past week. And I've led myself to tripping up here a bit, so... I kind of lost my groove with this stage a little bit. Oh my gosh, don't do that to me. Oh, you fucking rat. I really, you know. One of these days I'll go back to playing Stage 4 well. I have no clue when that'll be. Maybe it'll be next month. Okay, come on, your mommy. I really love the intro to this stage theme. It's really good. It's like, it's so top tier stage theme in my eyes, but it's really, it's such a fitting stage theme. Like, back-to-back Stage 2 themes. You got Dark Road and you got this stage theme that are both just like, ooh. It really just gets you in it. green. Maybe it's not you can hear the green, but you've associated that with the color green. Maybe that's more the case. After all, Parsi is the best green girl from this game. Rest in peace to all Koishi fans. Nice. Where am I? I should be over here. Fuck the bullets. This is one of those songs that really peaks on the last half. I had to go straight up. The ball was in a bad spot. I just want to get to Orin at some point. I lose a bit of P there. I think I lost one or two. Why would you do this to me? I hate you so much. At least I'm getting better at being able to do that. Oh, Yamame, you like to really grind my gears sometimes. Mom has the whole compass she can go, and then she decides, what if I just drop like a rock? And then she decides, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, you... I'm so glad I recognized that fact. Woo! Yeah, Parsi, I'm back. Ooh. Shotty's getting frisky out here. Every time I hear that song, I just want to start singing. So much graze. Eat the lasers. Oh no, I broke the shackle. What am I gonna do? No, I went straight from a 2 miss to a 0 miss. In PCB. I did not get a 1 miss. In fact, my first perfect pace past stage 5 in PCB won the run. I happened to cap spam on my first attempt in the middle of a run, and then I perfected Yuko in the moment. Yes, I did have a 2 miss for a long whiles, though. Turns out one big problem is that when you go from a 15 miss to a 12 miss, you know, levels, let's just say approximately, it's a lot easier than going from 3 to 2. Turns out it's a problem. The lower the miscount you go, getting it lower is even worse every time, every additional miss. Because the problem is, it's Lunatic on Touhou. Everything's lethal. Like, I probably have like a 98% cap rate on that spin section right there, but I've died to it in the middle of a run before. Everything's lethal, unfortunately. Even sections like this, you take for granted sometimes. Nice try, you filthy, filthy red lasers. Yeah. I don't like when you do that type of shenanigans. Why? Why can't I do this section? I've done it well like 100 times in a row, and I haven't been able to do it a single time in the past, like, 3 days. Oops, why am I up there? That's also so not a good idea. I'm completely out of rhythm. At least this part's forgivable enough. Hate this attack. I also hate this attack, but you don't really hear about it as much because it's not as difficult. I take back what I just said. There, you happy now, Satori? Good grief. Blood for the blood god. Good grief. I take one mild shot at Satori and say, this spell is not that bad, and then she decides, what if I were to make it a little disgusting? Okay, now just the series of events in a row here that are just painful, to put it mildly. Oh, too much to the right. Come on. Unfortunately, you know what that means. Yep. I don't want to play out this run. I guess I'll play till I die right here. Sure, let's cap it right now, why not? Really did try to do me like that, didn't she? Wow, that was a really quick kill. That was not a pleasant. What? This is the one thing we did not want to happen. Nice perfect Orin, you know. Oh, and it doesn't matter. I hate this in its entirety. Yep. I'm not playing that out. Oops. Sorry, he's gonna start throwing rocks with her mind. I mean, it's called Mountain Toss. You know, what is a mountain besides just a pile of rocks? So realistically, she's probably throwing a bunch of rocks at you. Didn't move down. Why did I try to macro that? Why did the one live? Back to Ukester. Oh. I feel like if anyone's likely to throw a rock in this game, it's gonna be you. Why would I do that to myself? Oh no, not a shackle. What am I gonna do? Get me out of those yellow nuns. Rainbow boxes. Ooh, nice try. That's why I sometimes try to horizontally line myself up next to him. So that if that happens, I'm ready. Okay, don't be cruel. Okay. Generous wave 1. Oh, why would I play in the middle? Every bullet's in the middle. The outside is so free. Well, you know, I did that properly, so... That's at least a good thing. I think that's like the first time in like 5 runs or something that I've done that properly. So sometimes you just gotta take what you can get. Why would you drop? You don't have to. Never mind, we're just good at getting lineups. She drop. Again, we're just the goat at that, apparently. Awkward. Demon Parade! Come on, what a disgusting trap you had laid for me. I normally would reset on a 2-miss on stage 4, but at this point it's late enough where I'll probably be just call it after this run, so, you know, I'll just play it out. If I, like, triple miss to this stage, I might call it regardless. I do love this theme. Such a nice theme. Okay, kitty cat. Ooh. Well, Satori's final spell is... When I was playing for the 1cc, I hated it. It was it's one of my least favorite spells of all time. But for the sake of this, it's her easiest spell. Oh, okay, of her 3 special spell cards, it's her easiest one. Okay. saw that white pebble. Well, it's a cat's walk in the portion afterwards. Fog Labyrinth gave me trouble for a long time, but eventually you get a pattern down for it, and it's not like it can't be awkward. It definitely can, and it does kill me occasionally, but it's definitely a step behind her other spells, at least, with Reibu B. At least in terms of consistency. Or I guess in that regard, it's a step ahead in terms of consistency. Because Mountain Toss is really volatile, and Demon Parade is, in my eyes, one of the most awkward spells to play against in Touhou. Ooh, I should have had that. Ooh, dying here is tragic. At least it wasn't an early death, so it doesn't lead to a second one, but still. Anyway, Thursday we'll be back after not working 11 hours in the day, and we'll be better. Demon's awkward. Demon's awkward in a weird way, because like Mountain Toss is garbage, because it's just like it's like, oh, here's just chaos, right? But chaos is something you deal with, and it's like, okay, you know. Demon Parade is really weird. Okay, 2 Needle of Yori caps. That's pretty cool. There we go. Did I move too fast? Oh, I sure did. Okay, we're fine. Never a throw. Oh, not the single pebble. Look at him. Okay, let's look at the play against the bird. I froze completely there. Well, that's disappointing. Ooh, I could have had that edge as well. Come on, that was also... I should have had that. Okay, we'll get the bad, we'll get all the bad plays out right now for later this week. That was such a bad death. That was a easily makeable gap. Wham. Wham, wham, wham. Wasn't sure exactly her positioning on that one, so I didn't want to bother it. Nice taco. I do not like Sub-Sun. So I don't like it. Well, let's see how much stage 4 practice I can get in tomorrow off stream. Bloop. Whatever, run's a run. Ooh, I don't have my speed up's broken right now. Ooh, well, we get to sit here and enjoy the credits then for a hot minute. Which is good, because this credit theme is a banger. Always Orin. It's not even... Orin's not even the problem right now. Like, that was the one miss to Orin. I could have gotten around it, but... It wasn't even Orin. It's just freaking... Just stage 4 garbage I can't play around. Wait, whatever. You know what? What I want to do right here? I'll look at this more tomorrow, but... Let me look at this for a second. How did I get a 19.5? 19.95 specifically. So I was missing damage on a couple spots there very briefly. What's the slowdown button? This? Hold up, I gotta restart this. Oh, speed up doesn't work yet. That's fine. But I actually lose a bit of damage there, not much. Oh no, because she ends up so low there. Where is that damage from? I don't know. Oh well. I'll try to study it at some point.